I want to do a weekly newsletter, but I'm terrified of announcing it, publishing 5, and then I feel the burnout coming. Would you recommend bi-weekly to anyone who is thinking about starting a weekly newsletter and you're like, dude, you will eventually go bi-weekly, so you might as well just start there now?
This might surprise people, but no, for whatever content type, like the fidelity of information, like however deep that is, I would say go as often as you can if you're just starting out. Your case is slightly different because you have these other projects that allow you to stay top of mind, right? Landing page hot tips, one page love, all of these other things, and you can simply like focus onto your flywheel. If someone didn't have this surface area and they were just starting out with the newsletter, they need to get that feedback loop spinning as fast as possible, right? So if it's not super deep content every weekday or every day, if it's deeper, weekly, and then back out from there, because you're not only looking at, I have to stay at this cadence for 3 years or 5 years. It's like, how do you get to that point of quality? If you ever launch, it's not going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. But, how do you, again, front load as much feedback as possible? So that would be the main reason that I'll go for faster iterations.
Such a good take. It hurts when you say that because I know my podcast right now with my workload is basically monthly. That means I only get 12 out in a year. That means if I have 2 or 3 guests in a row that people aren't that interested in, they don't hear my voice for 4 months. And that's not how you grow a podcast. It's difficult, but I love what you're saying. I think maybe start off the newsletter for my landing page. Let's go weekly for 3 months. They just get that feedback loop, grow the subscribers like a big push. And then maybe once you've got system, we can go back to bi-weekly. But yeah, I just hate promising and not delivering.
Yeah. One comment, something that may transfer to the podcast game that we did, we definitely felt the big hit when we went from weekly reports to bi-weekly reports. So we went with like a lighter content format to fill those gaps, and Founder Finds is now weekly. And for some people, that's their favorite content type after enough iterations, right? So it's a much lighter lift for us than putting a report together, which often takes a month. With Founder Finds, we can pull that together in a couple of days. So mixing content types, right? Like if you really want quality guests and you have high editing standards for interviews, perhaps mixing that in with some other podcast content type.
I like that idea a lot. And you got the cross promotion going so well.